Today we are experiencing the downhill thrills of the Waitangi Mountain Bike Park.
Today we're having a super busy day. We are going to be joining the team from Paihia Mountain Bike Rentals and discover some of the best mountain biking tracks in Paihia, and then we're going to be finding the best hot chocolate in New Zealand, and finally we're going to show you where is the best place to check out the sunset in Paihia. Let's get started.
While Robin is busy not driving, we arrive at the Waitangi Mountain Bike Park.
It's an active pine forest and it's got one of the biggest Kiwi populations.
Oh, really?
Because about 20 years ago they started transmitting the birds.
After meeting Tiff, who is the lady behind this community mountain bike park, we are hopping into the van to check out more of the area and some of the awesome tracks. Although driving around the Waitangi Mountain Bike Park isn't the usual experience, it's actually a good way for Robin to check out the new tracks that they've been working on because he's got a broken arm and he won't be able to ride today.
Hello, we have Tuatara, a grade 2 track running down the side of the hill. We have Ngāpui, a grade 4 track named after the local Māori tribe up here.
After the mountain biking crew are dropped off at the top of the trails, we get to take the fun way down, starting with a trail called Kiwi Flow. It was named after the Kiwi dogs that sniffed out the Kiwi habitats in the area so they could avoid damaging them when making the mountain bike trails. All the mountain bike trails here are purpose-built, so they are packed with loads of features like dips and drops to catch some momentum if you're a beginner like me, or to catch some air if you're advanced like everyone else. The mountain bikes that we've rented from Paihia Mountain Bike Rentals are really awesome with full suspension, making it super cruisy to make your way down these downhill mountain bike trails. And actually, some of the money that you pay for renting these bikes actually goes towards maintaining all the tracks here, so that's pretty awesome.
Meanwhile, while Laura is taking the really fun way down with everybody, I am in the car making my way down, well, by car, just because my arm is broken. Apparently I can't mountain bike. It's not because I didn't ask, because I genuinely did. But Tiff is giving me a lot of insight on how all those tracks were built and the process that they are currently doing, because they are always maintaining the track and even building new ones.
The really cool thing about the Waitangi Mountain Bike Park is that all the trails link up together super well. So after surviving all those downhill sections, we get to a more easy-going trail called the Hollandaise Loop. This is more of a family-friendly ride with lots of twists and turns to still make it fun, but there's not much risk. This trail has lots of rocky sections as well as a few sculptures to check out along the way. It winds in and out of the pine forest, and finally we make our way back to the car park where we started our journey today. Back at the car park, Robin and I decide to have a quick lunch while looking at all the wildlife around us and deciding what to do for our second activity of the day. While we're eating, it reminds us of a place that we wanted to eat in Russell.
Because we're taking the ferry to Russell. If you remember, we've been to Russell a few days ago and it was terrible and raining, but we are now getting to Russell in a beautiful sunset, and hopefully the yummy place is gonna still be open because we were both really tempted by it the first time.
Since there is plenty of time left in the day and Laura and I just can't stand still, this afternoon we're gonna be heading to Russell. The weather is absolutely gorgeous, which is gonna be contrasting a lot with what happened to us last time we went to Russell. If you guys remember, we did Russell Mini Tours, a tour all around the area, but it was pouring down with rain. Check out on the card above for that episode. Today we're just gonna be exploring the city centre, and mainly we're gonna head to where the best hot chocolate in the whole of New Zealand are served. To head to Russell from Paihia without a car, the best option is to catch a ferry. There are ferries running super regularly, so there is never going to be a long wait. Plus, the journey is absolutely gorgeous, especially in the afternoon when the light is so beautiful and gives us so many shades on over all the islands surrounding us. But after the short ride, we finally arrived to the town of Russell. It's a really small area, and believe it or not, once it was the capital of New Zealand. So if you guys recall, when we went to ferry the first time, we saw that little shop that serves apparently the best hot chocolate in the country, but it was closed because, well, there was no one around since it was pouring down with rain. So today we have the opportunity to try them again. So when you order a hot chocolate or any other drink for that matter, you get a bit of a selection of chocolate. So it takes us quite a wee while to decide on what we're going to be treating ourselves with, and then we sit down and enjoy. I have to be honest, the treats do not disappoint. As soon as I bite into one of those chocolates, it's pure indulgence. We are in chocolate heaven. But as the sun is going down, we have to get our plan in motion. Yes, we are planning to get the cheapest sunset cruise in the country today. If you time your ferry return from Russell to Paihia, or to be fair, from Paihia to Russell, whatever you prefer, with the sunset, you're going to be able to have a stunning view on an amazing sunset in the Bay of Islands for only pennies. The Bay of Islands consists in 144 different islands, and the sun sets right in between all of them. It makes for an absolutely amazing spectacle, and from the water, it's even more gorgeous. Everybody on the boat is gathering on the top deck not to miss anything of this beautiful view, and the sky is actually changing colors right before our eyes as the moon is finally rising and shining to its bright silver. It was an amazing cruise and super cheap.
I don't want to jinx it, but none of my bikes have ever had a puncture on them.
Oh, Johnny, touch some wood, man. That is not wood.
That.
You've really got to do it. You're going to have to stop and get a tree now.
Oh,
I'll go close to a sign.
superstitious.
You've got to touch wood, man. You've got to touch wood. Touch wood. Touch wood. Put your hand out.
God, I didn't get close enough.
Out there.
Yeah. Can't have that.
No.
This is the most serious about superstition I've ever seen anyone right here.
Yeah, well, you know, it's really important to me what goes on in here. So,
And I just want to point out something, that her glasses are made of wood, so that would have been so much easier.
Yeah, bamboo.
But that would have been much less funny, so I did let them go.
True.